Tell me a little bit about changing the world. We only bit off a little bit here as a topic for us today, but you have been doing this for almost 20 years. So I think it's an amazing story. Why don't we just start there and hear about how you're changing the world?
I am changing the world for people with hearing loss. And it didn't start out quite like that. When my daughter was diagnosed with a hearing loss, I had no understanding of hearing loss, but the doctor told me there were special schools for her. And I hadn't even wrapped my head around the diagnosis when all of a sudden the whole bar was lowered for her entire life. And I didn't really understand that. And since I lived in Manhattan, I decided this doctor was not deciding my daughter's future. And the world was going to have to change to accommodate my daughter. And I was going to fix what started out as just Manhattan because we travel extensively. My family has always traveled. I decided that as I traveled, I would fix things. And the next thing I knew, I was fixing projects around the US and then globally, because I've traveled to 194 countries, territories, and unrecognized nations. So I started tracking global best practices and using what I saw in countries that had successful models of excellence to help countries that didn't have successful models of excellence, and then trying to understand why they didn't and how to fix it.
What is one attitude you'd like people to have?
Don't be afraid to ask. And don't be afraid of who you're asking. I treat everybody the same, whether literally they are the Queen of England or they're the janitor. To me, they are people. And so many people are afraid to go above what they perceive as their pay grade.
And one key behavior you would like people to do?
Follow up. This non-following up drives me personally crazy. I just don't understand it. It's the bane of my existence of people either who are on the receiving side of me or who are asking me to help them.
And the best technique to use?
For me now, email. I think email, it used to be where I would call people. Everybody's email now is on the internet. Everybody is accessible. Reach out to people. I don't even call people now until it's a scheduled call because it's much easier. People are glued to their phone. They can respond to emails faster than they can a call because like you could be in a meeting, receive an email and respond where you can't take a phone call. So I think emails are much faster.
Thank you for watching this highlight video from the How to Succeed podcast. You can subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify, or click subscribe right here on YouTube to get notices about future episodes. And remember, whatever you are, be a good one.